And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, David Lemon here. Welcome to another Groove LemonAid session. Today is the session number 9, and we are starting an hour earlier because I want to get in as many questions as possible. I will wait a little bit until people start to join in because this was a last minute change. I'll explain that a little bit later, but yeah, I'm going to start this a little bit earlier so that we can cover more questions. There was the reason behind me starting earlier is there is a meeting that is going to determine the future of the publishing settings. That you know we connected the actual publishing settings in Groove, so you don't have to connect Cloudflare, you don't have to do any kind of craziness on your end. So we have a big meeting. We brought in some professionals that are going to help bring the publishing settings to another level, and I need to be there. So we are going to start this a little bit earlier so we cover more ground until that meeting is starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be super exciting for you guys. There's going to be a lot of things that we will cover on there, so we are going to be having a meeting about that. But before, I will put up a banner over here on the post so that you can get your questions inside the live chat over here so that we can answer them for you. There was already a post up inside the Facebook community, which is looking like this. Let me just bring it up. And people were putting their questions on that post already. So let me just bring it up, and we have it here. So this is how it looks like. This was the post about the announcement, and there were a couple of people that already left their questions in there. So in case you haven't yet, you are free to just post in your questions inside the live stream of this video, basically the chat box of this live stream, or yeah, you can just post them here on this post as well. I feel it will be easier for you to put it in the comment section. So yeah, let's get started. Not to pull this any longer. Okay, so some of these questions I already answered directly to these people because there were some of the questions that needed an instant reply. There are some that I didn't answer because that needs a little bit more explanation. So if we focus on this question over here from Mike Jones, he has this person asked a question which started some discussion. When using butterfly marketing strategy using GrooveMember, do affiliates get automatically their own free Groove account with all the options as free user, create websites, funnels, or is it limited to their affiliate dashboard? Very good question, Mike. Let me explain that. So when you create an affiliate portal or affiliate program and you want to bring in affiliates to your own program, you need to have some sort of a payment management system. Your affiliates need to be able to put in their payment details, which is secure. They need to be able to put in this information somewhere, and also connect their payment systems and things like that. Also later on it will be approval process also involved in getting affiliates paid. So it is quite complex sometimes, and for this reason your affiliates will get a free Groove account. This is going to allow them to manage their affiliate settings, their promo tools, in case they want to get different promo tools that you have to offer, so they can go into Groove Affiliate and see different stats and things like that. So yes, they will have a free Groove account. This free Groove account will be available for them to also create funnels and memberships and things like that. Basically just a normal free Groove account. In case you are wondering if there is like a limited version only for affiliates, that is not the case. We are going to have basically each and every one of your affiliates that signs up, they need to have a Groove account, which is the normal free Groove account, so they can also create their websites, and they will be signed up on the U. So in case they decide to upgrade later down the line, or purchase one of the monthly packages that are going to be released soon, you're going to be getting commissions on those. So let me just read some of the follow-up questions on here. If they do access the whole platform as well, will this change when Groove lifetime deal is no more? As I guess when all the apps are released, people would have to pay for a monthly subscription. Yes, they will need to pay for a monthly subscription, but there will always be a free plan. I'm thinking long term for my business. Looking forward to hear some insight on this. Yes, so basically, you create an affiliate program. People that want to join as affiliates, they will get a free Groove account in order to manage their payment systems, in order to get the money withdrawn for that you pay them, and they can also upgrade at a later time so you can get commissions on that. I believe that is it about that. John has a question. David, what are the links to butterfly marketing strategy? So in case you just search butterfly marketing in YouTube, you'll find some of the videos that are about that. So what is butterfly marketing? Here's a video on that. There is an explanation video from Mike that he created. There is also I'm actually explaining step by step how to do butterfly marketing. So this is something that you can see. There is a couple of videos here, but if you watch these first three, you'll get a very, very good understanding. There will be products on the topic of the butterfly marketing. We will have more information about the butterfly marketing. At this moment is just still in the starting phases, because we are still developing the software to have capabilities to run full butterfly marketing systems. At this moment, we're almost there. There's just one thing that is missing, but even now, you can already still you can already run butterfly marketing system, but in order to have a full system, we are missing the checkout builder for GrooveSell. Chris Fox, I have a few questions. Maybe some will be solved before the broadcast by user input over here. In GrooveSell, I have few products in the higher price range that have exclusive bonuses. They will be delivered instantly to customers who pay in full. What is the best practice to deliver the bonuses as separate level to deliver to people once they have completed the 3 or 6 monthly payments? There is no setting for delivering the bonuses after the payments have been done, so that will need to be managed manually at this moment. Feel free to ask for a feature that covers this one in the feature portal. But at this moment, there is nothing that you could do that automatically delivers if somebody paid out the actual full payment plan. The bonuses will be delivered immediately with the system that we have in there right now. In case you would like to deliver 3 or 6, basically separately for those people that got 3 or 6 monthly payments, then you can create automations for that. So you set up the automation, and then so you set up the automation, and then you tag those people differently. So you set up everybody who purchased the product, and then you select the product, you select a different price point. Let's just say you select the price point of 3 of the 3 monthly payments. So you set up an automation, send a campaign or send the sequence, which will be after the 3 months have passed, then send them this email. At the moment, that's the only way. There is no other way to manage this automatic bonus delivery, but feel free to request that in the feedback portal. There's a couple more questions from Chris Fox. I want to incorporate butterfly marketing in my launch next week. I watched the State of the Groovian and have a rough understanding of how it works. Is there a step-by-step checklist of exactly how to implement this? By the way, I'm in the awesome Fast Start Marketing Lab, but haven't been able to get through all of the content yet. So in case you're in the Fast Start Marketing Lab, Chris, we had a specific training, Mike and I, where he went through all the theory, and I created a butterfly marketing system live on the call. So in case you were there, make sure you have a look. For those people that are not part of the Fast Start Marketing Lab, you can have a look on YouTube. Just type in butterfly marketing in the YouTube search, and there are 3 videos. The first, second, and the third video are going to cover most of the stuff. If you have any additional questions on that, feel free to ask in the group, but there will be more content on the butterfly marketing created by Mike and myself in the future that will be interesting content to watch. So Chris Fox has another question. A lot of pages I'm building have long form text with standard bullet points. For example, I'm building a site for a law practice with typical boring text and tons of bullet points. There are two issues I struggle with for this type of content. There is no text block element, so each line I type tends to have a need for spacing. Okay, this is different on different devices. Since the bullet points are the problematic to work with in terms of spacing, the size of the icons have different effects on device and them sometimes disappearing. That is quite cumbersome as well. What is the best practice to, as quickly as possible, get large amounts of text and bullet points to a page without having to manually adjust a lot? If I need to tell my lawyer friend to just adjust each line, he'll likely stick with his WordPress site. Okay, so let me just show you. The easiest way is to set up one text element and then just duplicate it. And that's what I do. That's what we do in Groove as well. So you, let's see what template I have. Okay, so let's just pull in some content over here like this. And then let's just say that you want this type of text over here, and then you just want to paste in some more content. At this moment, this is a text element, this is a separate text element, this is a separate text element. So if you delete one of these, the other two will still stay. However, what Chris is talking about, that when you're typing and then you press enter, there is another line which is used to separately modify it and style it. So in case you start typing, this is still the same text element as the upper one. It's just separated in different containers or separate sections so that you can give this a different style and then give this a different style. However, when you select this one and delete it, the both were deleted because it's still the same text element. So this is what Chris is talking about. So what I suggest here, Chris, is you set up one of these first. So let's just delete this. Okay, and then you set up a piece of text like this. You make sure that you have everything as you want it, like the text size, fonts, colors, alignments, and things like that. Once you're done, you can go on and get your text copied over. For example, I'm just going to copy over the lorem ipsum text from here. Then once you're done with that, you can just select the whole thing and then click Control Shift V. Control Shift V is going to paste the text only, the content only, but the styling will stay over here from the text that you are pasting in. In case you paste using the normal paste functionality, here you go. If you have a look on here, you also see paste as paste plain text. That's the difference. So Control Shift V is just the text, just the content that gets pasted in. But if you just paste just Control V or Command V on a Mac, it's going to do this. Okay, in this case, there's nothing because the text that we copied over didn't have any styling. However, if you copy over something that has some for the styling, for example, this one, this has some bolded text, and if you select this and you paste it in, most probably this bolded text will also come over. It didn't. This example failed, but what you need to do is copy over and Control Shift V, just paste it without any styling. So that's how you can do a lot of text. And what happens when you have different sections? For example, if we copy over this, so you can see here there is a title, there's space, then there's another piece of text like a paragraph, then another section over here with the headline. If you select the whole thing, if you paste it in with just Control V, just pasting the style, this spacing has been taken into consideration. This is considered as styling. However, if you just select it and then do Control Shift V, it's going to paste in the text alone. So what you could do is, if you have different breaks like these, you can copy these over to some sort of a text editing platform like Notepad, and you paste it in where the spacing will still be there. Okay, As you can see here, there's a spacing between, so the spacing will still be there, and then you can add that on here. So there is no easy way around modifying large pieces of text. You need to make sure that the styling doesn't get brought over, in case you have all kinds of different colors and settings in there already. But yeah, just modifying one paragraph text as you want, and then just pasting in the text, that is going to help. With the different elements, like list elements, I suggest you use the same technology that I just showed you, the same technique. You set up one of these text elements, or let's just find something from the resources, maybe here. Yeah, let's just say that these checklist elements are let me see something that I could use. Pricing, yeah, here. Let's just say that this is something that you would like to use, this list elements, for example, as we have it in the pricing, for example, here. Then you modify it. You modify one icon, you style it as you want, then you modify the actual text as you want it, so you make sure that everything is nice. And then when you go out there, you just need to select the list icon element. The list icon, you can see it here, this is both the icon and the text, and then once you copy it over, it's just going to get duplicated below. So this is customizations are good, as it allows you to do all kinds of different things, like make sure that the sizing is big and the different colors of the icons. But once you want to duplicate it, you can just select the list icon element and just duplicate it this way. That's the easiest way to do it. I know that some of the things that you are trying to do is just trying to do it as fast as with Word, but Word is not something that creates pages like these and code in the background. So this may be the technique that you need to use for now with the builder. I'm pretty sure we are going to be implementing easier functionalities with text and different flex boxes that will allow you to do all sorts of stuff. But at this moment, this is the way I suggest. So set up everything before. Once you have your text, you can just copy paste it. The different ways, like with the styling or without the styling, but that's something you can manage. So from what I can see, there are a couple of people that are watching us right now. Thank you very much for being here, guys. At this moment, I cannot see any comments from Facebook. And if you are from Facebook, let's just try to type in something. I'll try to actually find my own post so that I comment, because I cannot see any comments from Facebook. And sometimes that happens on these live streams because no, it came in. Okay, so there's just no comments from Facebook. In the last couple of live streams, there were issues with Facebook pushing in the comments here on my end, so I was not able to see any of the. Okay, Antonio, thank you very much. Saying test. Okay, perfect, good. So you're here. I just didn't get any feedback, but thank you very much, guys. So I can see Eof Madar is here having a question. I'll get to those shortly. We have a couple more questions on here. Pickled Peppers Hot Shop is watching us. Jazzly Low, if I pronounce it correctly. There's also Let's Do It is watching us from YouTube. And then Antonio and Angie. It's good to have you here, guys. So let's just answer these couple other questions. Okay, Chris Fox has another question. I'm trying to come up with basic skeleton that fits well with any type of content. Even if the content is very little, the footer will be at the bottom of the page without an ugly background color, with nothing below it. If there's a lot of content, the main content will still push everything longer, so it still looks great. There's only one problem. There's 3 containers on the inside, another container to basically float them to the top and bottom. This means I cannot easily swap them out with a block so that I can reuse it on my designs. Is there a way to achieve this, but with 3 blocks instead of 3 containers inside another container? Here's a URL of what I have so far. So if I understand it correctly, Chris, you would like to achieve the layout that you have a header, you have the content, and then you have the footer. But once everything is set up, that there is no white space at the bottom. If that is correct, I believe I can assist you on here. The only thing is that at this moment it works with two blocks and not with one. So there is a setting, so Chris is a more advanced user. He understands CSS, he understands how to add on some custom attributes and things like that. But if I understand it correctly, he is trying to actually have a section which will have a header, will have a section over here, and then a footer that will cover the full height of the page, from what I understand correctly. There is no setting at this moment within the inbuilt version of GroovePages. There is a setting for managing a block to make it full height. And so if you go and click on the block and you come over here onto the styling editor on the right hand side, and you select the size, and you make sure that the relative to page, and then you scroll it up to 100% viewable height. This will make sure that this section, that this block itself is 100% viewable height. At this moment, this will not fit in there. So as you can see that this block was made 100% of the screen size, but the blocks on top and bottom, in case you have a header, that will not fit in there. So at this moment, this requires custom coding so that the actual body is set up to be 100% viewable height, and I believe you did that in your example, but there is no other way to modify it. The question I believe you're asking is because in case you want to move things around so that it still keeps that 100% viewable height for the whole section, but at this moment you can only do that with the block and not the body at this moment. So this is something I talked about with our developers, but at this moment, we still don't have a solution inbuilt in the system. But I'm pretty sure this will be added on soon, as it's kind of a useful thing to have. So hopefully I understood your question correctly and I answered it correctly. If not, feel free to ask any follow-up questions. Okay, there's another question here from Adegabo. Hopefully I pronounced it correctly. Hello, David Lemon. I have added all the necessary products to my friend's store. What's the next thing to do, like delivery system and tracking of a thing? So Adegabo, there is a flow to creating a store, and we cover that flow in one of our trainings, which is called GrooveKart Accelerator. In case you go to YouTube, you can search it in the main YouTube search, GrooveKart Accelerator. Here you can have a look at module 1, 2, and 3. It's 3 videos, but they cover everything. Even if you don't want to watch them through, you can go on, click on the video, and just click to open up the description. And you can have a look over here. So step 1, deciding the niche of the product. You've probably done that. Brainstorming and getting a domain. You've probably done that. Connecting a domain to the store. You've done that. Working on logo, colors, and branding. You can have a look at this in case you need some help choosing a template and look and feel. Okay, that's for the video 1. If you go on to the module number 2, then do the same. If you don't want to go and watch the video, just have a look at the timestamps, and it will say a lot of things like a step-by-step process. Adding a product to GrooveKart. In case you don't know how to do it using Ali Connect, then you can have a look at this video. Just click on the timestamp and then have a look through. Okay, step 2, working on categories and site navigation. Once you've done that, then go on editing the homepage. Okay, and then after done that, editing the product and category pages, editing the checkout page, and then you are ready to go to the number 3, module number 3. So this is a step-by-step process that we went through in 3 videos in 3 different modules. We created a store step by step and then explain it with a nice little presentation. You can also get this presentation for yourself, so you can just follow it easily. But if you just want, you can do this with the YouTube videos. It's up there. It's nicely explained, and you can click on different topics within the description of the video. So in case you want, on the last module, adding legal pages, privacy policy, terms and conditions, shipping policy, you can also go on to the step 2, creating a contact page and connecting Google Captcha. You can go and connect Google Analytics, connect additional apps to make the store better, connect payment gateways, and basically that's it. Now you need to start running some traffic, and I also did a bonus over here, how to start driving traffic using different viral contests, and I believe this is one of the easiest ways to start driving traffic, just by giving something away. So yeah, this covers a lot of different things. So in case you haven't seen that one yet, there is a playlist that also covers this. So let's just have a look on here. If we go into playlists, there is the GrooveKart Accelerator 2020 edition. So you can have a look at this. Shuffle, loop. Let's click. Here we go. So this is the playlist. I'm going to link it here for Adegabo. In case you are interested, you can also have a look here for everybody watching us on YouTube. And also I'm going to add it on here with the for the people on the Facebook live stream. Where is it? It's hard to find some things on Facebook now that they changed a lot of things. Hopefully this is the one. There we go. So if you are looking for a step-by-step way in creating a GrooveKart store, have a look at the 3-day GrooveKart Accelerator module 1, 2, 3. You don't have to watch them through. If you are familiar with it, in case you need a guide, then you can follow the guides just by going through the description and then looking through the timestamps. In case you get stuck, that is a great way to find out what to do next. So hopefully that helps. Let's just go on to the next question on here. We have a couple more. Mike Jones has a question on here for GrooveMember saying, hi, David. When we add links or download box, which has 3 links, how can we easily add the 4th that looks the same? See the 1-minute video. Okay, I watched that video, and I can easily point out there's a very simple system for it. Okay, so once we are in a GrooveMember, we go to memberships, and let me just open this membership just to make it easier for us. Okay, there we go. So I'll open one of these other pages, like the free product, for example. Yeah, that was a category. I need a subcategory. Okay, here. So what Mike was asking is, he has a download box. Okay, he puts in a download box, and download box usually has 3 links automatically. In order to get another link added on, it's a simple process. So when I will zoom in a little bit so you can see it, and I will remove the banner so that you can see also to the bottom. So over here on the bottom of the screen, you can see the different breadcrumbs, like the different elements and the parent containers and things like that. So whenever you click on something, you can see that the link has been selected, and it also shows it here on the upper right hand side corner. If you click on the list icon, this the list icon gets selected. So it basically selects the link and the icon. So in case you copy it, now you have copied over the link number 1. You can copy it and basically do this, and you have now a lot of different link ones. So in case you want to change the link one, just say, for example, lemon, because I cannot come up with a better idea, then you can just modify it. So now you can see that we selected this one. We selected the list icon over here, this element, and this is the thing that we copy over. So this is the list icon element, which is the first one over here. It doesn't really put a nice little border around it so that we can see it, but just by understanding the icon, so the element name, you can easily duplicate it. In case you what you did, Mike, in the video, you clicked the link over here and you are duplicating the link. So the link came next to it, and then you were trying to move it around, but that doesn't really work every time, because it just like it's a different system. So what you need to do is have the actual list icon over here, element, and then you can copy that over. Okay, hopefully that helps. Let's see the next question on here. John JC Con is asking, is there a way to get an image to display full width and height inside a background block without being cut off? I can't get this to work right. Is there a way to get an image to display full width and height inside a background block without being cut off? I don't really know what that means, being cut off, but this is the way to do it. If you have a block with a wireframe, for example this, I'll zoom out a little bit so that we can see a bit more. Okay, and we want to add on a background now to this section, and we want to make it full height and full width, so to touch the borders of the screen left and right, and also to touch the borders of the screen on the top and bottom. So we go and edit this, we select the background image, and let's just choose this office as the background. Okay, so now we have the office as a background, and now we just need to make sure that we have it in contain or auto. So these are the settings that you can modify on how the image will show within the block. So let's just make it a little bit bigger. So what you do is, and hopefully you saw something, so what I was showing you, added on the background, and then over here you have these three sizes: auto, cover, and contain. And this will this is maybe not showing up nicely over here, but it will show up once we actually manage the size of it. So you can go into the sizing option, and I'll just remove this. Go into size and set up the width to be auto, so that it's basically automatically, because that's the block. And then the height you can select relative to the page and set up 100 viewable height. Okay, now this is basically covering the complete page without any scroll left or right or top to bottom. So this is now the image. If you would like to manage how the image is presented, you can now go into the background and then set up to cover, to contain. To contain is going to make sure that the top of the image and the bottom of the image are nicely contained within the actual block. The cover is going to make sure that the left and the right sides of the image are touching the borders of this block. And the auto is just going to make sure that it's just like this. I don't really know how it does, but then you can manage it. Auto kind of zooms in a little bit, so then you can manage it further on different positions of the screen where you want the actual image to show. There's another way. If you set up parallax is going to make sure that it covers, but then in case you add on more blocks or more content, which is like kind of taller, makes the section taller, then the actual block will not zoom, or the block background image will not scroll away. It's going to stay put in one place. So that's about it. Size relative to page in the height settings, relative to page, 100 viewable height. This is how you can achieve this kind of setting. Hopefully that is the answer to the question that JC had. Okay, cool. So now we answered these questions on here. I'm going to jump into the questions of the live stream. We had a couple there, so let's just have a look. I'm going to put back the banner and then click on the questions. Hi David, I don't know how to make a complete Groove page. Please refer me recommended one. Eof, I don't know what you're trying to do. Are you trying to do a website or a funnel or a landing page or an opt-in page, or what is the actual goal that you're trying to do? In case you know what you're actually trying to achieve, just try to Google that. Okay, so either Google or YouTube or search in our Facebook group. Like, if you know you want to create an opt-in page to get people to sign up on your email list, for example, which is kind of the most basic version of of pages that you can create is just type in opt-in page or opt-in GroovePages or something like that, so that you find content on that exact specific topic. I wouldn't know how to point you in the right direction because I don't know what you're creating. I could point you in a general direction. If you type in GroovePages beginners, then you can find out a lot about that topic as well, like how to work with GroovePages in case you're a beginner. But that's about it. I wouldn't be able to point you in exact right direction and tell you this is what you need. Once you have this, you have everything set up. That's just not something I could do at this moment because I don't know what you're creating. Pickled peppers hot shop, hop shop. I have a separate checkout page from a sales page. When I create the product, do I link them to the checkout page or just the sales page? I have a separate checkout page from the sales page. When I create the product, do I link them to the checkout page? So when you create a product, GrooveSell already has a checkout page ready for you. So you don't have to link them together. Once you set up a product, it will give you a link where you can either embed it to your page, to your sales page, or you can have it automatically created by GrooveSell. Just the sales page. So let me just show you what I believe you're asking. So we are in GroovePages. I'm just going to open up GrooveSell on here. If you go into product funnels inside GrooveSell, this is where you set up your products. Okay. Then you go into your products. Let's just use this one for example. And once you set up your product over here, you set up the price, you set up the payment gateways, you set up everything that you need in order to be able to sell the product. The next step is to make the product live, or to make the product funnel live. Once you did that, you will see the actual checkout cart. How you make the product funnel live, you need to make sure that you come over here and this is where this is the list of your product funnels. And here in the actions, it will say like this. Yes, change it to draft mode. Okay, so you will see that the funnel is in the draft mode. Once you're ready, you can click the make live button, and then this will make the checkout links live and available for you to use. So once you made your product funnel live, you can then go in and click on this checkout cart, and then you can choose what kind of checkout type you want. And then here you can have a hosted checkout page, which is a GrooveSell checkout page, which looks like this. I connected it. I was playing with a domain setting, so I'm just going to show you a different product. But here is where you get the link. So you don't need to separately link them together. It is already done for you. So let's just try this one. Okay, so the hosted checkout page looks like this. And this is created automatically for you. You don't have to touch anything. You just set up a product and then you can get a checkout page like this. Or you can go also and use the embed to your own page, which allows you to get this code and put it on your website or your landing pages, or to create a specific checkout experience. So you can do that one as well, but there is no need to link it with your product because it's already linked to your product on here. Hopefully I understand your question correctly, and hopefully this gives you a better understanding on how to work with it. So in case you have any other follow-up questions, feel free to ask. Hi, Lemon Master. It's Jazz from Brisbane, Australia. 2:30 a.m. here. I'm watching you. My hobby is watching crypto. No questions for now. Just want to say thank you for all that you do. Thank you very much, Jazz. Hopefully I pronounce your name correctly. It's great to have you here. I don't know what you're doing up at this time, but that's good. It's good that you're learning. So please feel free to ask any questions in case you do have. Yeah, we're doing these live Q&As 2 times a week, and I hope I can help as many people as possible at the same time. When people sometimes send me private messages, but it's just impossible to provide a service and answer everybody's questions in a private message type of way. So what I do is I decided I will do 2 times a week these live Q&As, because I want to do education for many at the same time. Because one person asks a question, maybe another person has the same question, but they just didn't know that they didn't know. So when I answer in this type of way, it is one to many, and it just covers more at the same time. So this is why I like to do this, and not just in a private messages, because it takes a lot of time, and then it's just I helped one person, and this way I can help like hundreds potentially. Let's do it is a YouTube channel from YouTube, obviously. Hi David, I've been away from my as my laptop broke and have just been able to afford a phone. I can't seem to work on GroovePages with my phone. Yeah, that's not something that you can do. You cannot build out your business and pages on a phone. That's just not something that we will ever want to be able to do. So you can try and hook up your phone with your, let me show you. If it is an iPhone, you'll probably need some expensive dongles, or if it is an Android, you can get some of these very cheap. If I can find it, there are these dongles which work in USB with USB-C. They have different connectors that you can put in, like USB-A, USB-C, maybe hook it up to a HDMI cable or something like that. So you plug this into your phone. In case you have a phone on Android with a USB Type-C connector, you can hook that dongle up to your phone, and then use your phone as the brains of the system, and then you can use, for example, your TV or a monitor in order to work on your pages. That would work because you need a big screen in order to handle website design. It's not going to be as fluent as on a laptop or on a PC, but we are not trying to make building pages easy on a mobile device. That's not something that any page building platform does, and we are also not trying to do that. When I link MailChimp on GrooveSell for abandoned cart, will it also send confirmation receipt emails? How do I go about setting that up? Confirmation receipt emails is not handled by MailChimp. MailChimp is for marketing emails. MailChimp is for your email campaigns, for remarketing, for things like that. So these confirmation and receipt emails are sent by the system, and those are automatic. So you don't have to set up anything. It's just an automatic notification email that is sent out by our system. So there's nothing to set up really. Okay, I still seem to have problem with changing settings in different screen sizes. Okay, Angie, I will need a little bit more information about that. I don't really understand what I should tell you about this. What is the problem? What is the issue? Like, could you give me some example, or what is your question on this one? At this moment, I just don't have enough information to work with. How do you make a site secured? Is it in Cloudflare? So Zuleika, it is not necessarily to have it in Cloudflare. We have built in a system into our like your Groove account, which you can connect your domains directly to Groove. In case you go into the upper right hand side hamburger menu, you click on my account, and here in the last option you can see domains. I've been testing it out heavily, so I can tell you it is working. But yeah, you can just add a domain, click the add domain button, and you can add your custom domain. There are videos on how to work with custom domain publishing. In case you have a look at on our YouTube channel, we have uploaded these videos: how to connect a custom domain to an outside DNS, how to connect a custom domain with GroovePages. So for example, this one, in case you purchased a domain and you are not using it for anything else, and you want to connect it with GroovePages, then this would be the video that I would suggest you to watch. So this I'm going to share here in YouTube, and also try to find the post where this question was asked. Okay. In the playlist, I'm going to link it here. Okay, pause this. Okay, Okay, so this is the explanation on how to do it. You don't have to have Cloudflare. We have built in a paid version of Cloudflare, which is much better and much more secure, and it allows you to just not be worried about anything else. In case you follow that step by step what I show in the video, you are good to go. So you just need to change your name servers, and everything else will be handled by Groove. Okay. Ivor Livingston, hi David, can I make sales on my web page using GroovePages, or do I have to make the link to GrooveSell to make the sale? So great question, Ivor. So the difference between GroovePages and GrooveSell is that GroovePages, think of it like a canvas and a paintbrush. You're just designing something. You cannot do anything else. It's just like a pretty picture once you're done with it. But in order to have brains, this is why you need GrooveSell. In GrooveSell system, you set up your product, you set up the what happens after somebody purchased the product, what happens if they said no to that, where do you send them? Do you send them to a thank you page or an upsell or downsell page? Do you want any order bumps on that? So GroovePages is purely for designing the pages. You can just create the sales page on GroovePages, like the visual type of thing, and then in the GrooveSell system you set up the brains or the actual checkout process so that you can sell things with your websites. So you need both in order to make proper sales process. Okay, Mike Nash, are Groove planning on creating a complete business in a box template using every feature of Groove? This way someone new to Groove can play around with just making tweaks versus creating from scratch. Yes, this is the long-term goal. At this moment, we're not there yet, but at the later time, you will be able to go and create those systems and maybe sell it to somebody. We will have a marketplace, or we already have a marketplace where you can do you can sell systems like that. It's the GrooveSell marketplace. But what we are going to have is we will have systems where you can also sell your funnel or create your funnel maps with different email campaigns already written out and different partner contracts already in there. So if somebody gets this from you, you can have a contract with them so that each sale will get you money and things like that. So it's like a franchise in a box and a business in a box type of system is kind of a long-term goal that Mike talked about during the the Groovathon. And this is something that we are striving for, so that you can create something and you can sell that what you created as a business in a box so that others can use it and just click install. It will import all the emails, it will import all the pages, set up the products, set up the connection between the products and the pages, and basically have everything up and running very quickly. That's the long-term goal, but yes. And I don't know of any company that is either planning to do that or is doing that already. So I believe we are going to have a lot of success once that is done. Jay, hey man, I'm not able to integrate email marketing software with GrooveFunnel. What is input ID? From where to get it? Help me, please. I don't know what email marketing software you're using. The input ID is just a name of the field. Like when you put in a form field for asking the name, you need to actually name that form field so that it's called a name. Because when you connect it with a third-party app, you need to say, okay, this form field is sending over the name details, so store it as a name. Okay, so the input ID is actually telling the software that this is a name that you're sending over, so it will store it in the place where the name goes. When you have an email, when you have a form field that is asking for the email and you set it up so that the input ID is email, then you send over the information to the marketing software, so the email marketing software. So that software will know, okay, so this is a name and this is an email. So this is basically what the input ID is for. It just gives a name so that the marketing software and email marketing software knows what to do with it. It's depending on what software you're using. For example, MailChimp uses for the first name fname. Some other systems use first name. Some systems don't even have first name as as the name of the field. So some systems ask directly for the name, like a first name, last name together. So it depends on which email marketing software you're using. If you're using MailChimp, I know it's F name for the first name and L name for the last name if you're typing in the input IDs. But that's just something you'll need to explore with the actual system you're trying to use and connect. Okay, our names are pretty similar. Okay, I don't really know what that means. And how to integrate pop-up with GetResponse to get customers' emails. Okay, so you're using GetResponse from what I can understand. You can get a pop-up which looks like this. Not this. This is YouTube. But if you go into GroovePages, you create a pop-up. And let me just create a new one. You can select one of these pre-made designs. Let's just wait for it to load. Here we go. So for example, this. There is already a design that you could use. And once you load that in, you can just give this form or the input field, you can give it a name. So the input ID will be email. Okay. Once you're done that, how to integrate pop-up with GetResponse to get customer emails. Yeah, so once you've done that, you set up the input field. You can click between the button and the actual form field, and here is where you set up the integration. Okay, so you click somewhere in between in order to select the form container. Once you selected the form container, you will see your integrations that you connected. So I have Zapier and MailChimp and Aweber and things like that. So you'll select your GetResponse, and then once you selected it here, you'll just choose what list you want to add the people on. My system is a bit slow, but it will allow you to choose your list, and you select your list. And then here, the next step is what do you want to do with the customers after they filled out this form. So this is the thank you redirect link. Do you want to send them to a page? Do you want to send them to a URL? Do you want another pop-up to open which will say thank you, your submission was successful, or your application was successful, or something like that? Or what do you want to do with them? So that's when you set this up, you click the update button, and that's basically it. Bada bim, bada boom. There's a funny guy here. There's a spider on your shoulder. Thank you very much. Let him get cozy. Okay, I have a course as an upsell at $20.97. The downsell is the same course with 3 payments of $9.99 or $99. Do I use one GrooveSell product with two price points, or one track with only one tracking code? So you use one GrooveSell product with 2 price points, correct? With only one tracking code, yes. So you only take the actual you only take you go and click on that checkout cart, this one. I'm not sharing my screen. You just click on this cart, and here you say single price checkout or multi-price checkout. So you can click on single price, and then you select the actual price point that you want to get the link for. So for example, I only want this, okay, and I will just copy this link and connect it to my button on my sales page. If they didn't purchase this one, then you can get the second price point, which would be probably the $99 one, and then you just copy over this one, and then you send them to a page where there's a button, yes, buy, and then that would be the actual call to action, or the brains where they can purchase the products. So one product, 2 price points, different checkout links, correct. Is GrooveMail up and running now? Will we be able to use Gmail or any other free email? You cannot use Gmail or free emails. It needs to be your branded email. And it is not up and running yet. It's going to come on March, or come on in March. We are working heavily on new features that are super cool. Let me just show you some of these things. I have I have seen it myself, and I just want to share it with you. So what we're working on is one of the things that we finished was Twilio. Twilio is an SMS platform that allows you that to create campaigns where you're sending out email sequences, and you can also incorporate SMS sequences in there. But that's not the only thing that we are working on. We are working on expanding the connections between the platforms, and one of these things that we have is just see, I will show you how it looks like. Here we go. You're probably familiar with this one. You saw this one already. So let me just share here. We are working on getting in all the functionalities, basically the user tracking and the history. So for example, we have John here, and John sent a campaign or submitted a form or viewed a video or something like that with our platforms. Like he made a purchase in GrooveSell, he actually had a rebill, he asked for a refund, he canceled the subscription, he had an opt-in sign up in GrooveSell and things like that. He started a sequence and things like that. So we are connecting all our apps within GrooveMail so that a contact is going to have different tags, different lists, and you can also see what actions they took. This is very important because we want to have GrooveMail, and this contact management system is going to allow us to do all kinds of automations, all kinds of like just to customize a customer's journey according to their needs. So we are not only working on extra integrations like Twilio, we are working on this one. We're also working on heavily improving the security systems and making sure different IPs are used for different customers, and then sending on different tiers and things like that. So the free users will have a different IP than the paid users, and then different IPs for the paid users and for the on different levels and things like that. So a lot of work is going on for GrooveMail. We are not ready to launch that yet. It's going to be launching somewhere in April. Is there a beginner's tutorial for this? There are beginners tutorials. Just type in what you would like to learn. If you're trying to learn how to design your website or create a funnel, something like that, just to meet the platform, just to understand the platform, you can use the keywords for searching beginner GroovePages. If you would like to learn how to set up your products, then type in GrooveSell products or something like that. My suggestion is, if you would like to start step by step and create some sort of understanding in your head, you can go and have a look at our imperfect action challenge. The imperfect action challenge is going to help a lot of people. And if you go into Groove, you can if you go into the YouTube channel of Groove, or just type in imperfect action challenge, you're going to get these videos. These were created by me, where there is module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in 5 modules, in 5 different videos, we went through the whole step-by-step process of creating a business. Each and every video goes in depth on everything that you need to know about Groove. So this may be something that you would like to know. If you would like to have a playlist for it, you can just come onto our channel, click playlists, and there is an imperfect action challenge playlist so that you can have that. I'm just going to copy over the link from it and paste it in here. Juliet was asking. Okay. Okay. So where is it? Here. I cannot find it. I'll just paste it in here like that, and also this. Cool. Imperfect action challenge is great one in case you want to get started. I highly suggest it. It's not because I did it, it's because I know that other users have reported that they now fully understand what Groove is and how it works and why it is a great system. Iver, hello, hi again, David. If I have a domain private one name for Groove page, do I also have to have a separate domain name for GrooveSell, or is it the connection done automatically? A great question, Iver, again. So the connection is not done automatically, but this is something that we are going to be discussing today. I started this call earlier. I should have started like 16 minutes ago, but I started an hour earlier, 45 minutes earlier, because today in 45 minutes from now we are going to have a discussion with a dev team about how to manage the DNS so it is working more automatically than right now. This is one of the things that we are going to be discussing, what you are just asking us. At this moment you can connect your domain to have um, to have to cover GroovePages and GrooveSell as well, but it requires more manual setup. Like you would need to go and set up the CNAME record for that one, and that is the reason I didn't create a video on that topic yet, because we need to improve that so that you don't have to do that much stuff. So once you go into GrooveSell, you type in the subdomain you want to use, you will already have that everything done by the system. So we are going to be talking about it today. So this is why I'm going to be wrapping up in about 45 minutes or 40 minutes, so that we can go on and decide everything that we need so that the devs can do it as soon as possible. But yes, at this moment you can have one domain and connect it to GroovePages and GrooveSell for your checkout and GrooveSell for your tracking links. That is all possible already. I got my answer. What are secret affiliate tools you recommend for affiliate marketing? There are no secret tools and there are no shortcuts for success. You could use tools that are available for everybody, and most of those will be covering what you need. One of the tools I would highly suggest you use for affiliate marketing or any kind of promotion really is chatbots. Chatbots are the highest converting, easiest to create, easiest to use platform that just work without any kind of extra long setups. You can create a chatbot that will work like 80% better than any kind of funnel system that you can set up. It's much faster, so you can set up a chatbot in an hour or two. And the funnel system, you need to have all sorts of assets, write copy, or design them out, create your products, there's a lot of things that go into that. But with chatbots, it's just like you create the answers that you automatically send out to people. It's conversational, and people like to go from the beginning of the chatbot conversation until the end. It's like when you're talking with somebody in person, you'll just not leave while somebody's talking to you. So people convert much higher in chatbots. So this is something that I would highly suggest you look into in case you would like to start earning some money using affiliate marketing or any kind of promotion really. With a course 297 and 99, thanks. I was asking about the tracking link in product finish because I only see one of them. That's basically your one tracking for your product, so you can use that on both pages. Okay, doke. Another question. I believe that's the same. Finish. Yeah, that's the same question. Want to delete some pages which I have made by mistake, and then how to delete it. Deleting pages is very simple. You probably just didn't see it yet. If you're talking about pages and you want to delete a page, then within your builder inside GroovePages, you click pages, and then you can just delete the page over here. Okay, so click on these three dots and choose delete. Once you do that, the pages will disappear, will not be available, and you will not be able to get them back. The home over here, as you can see, home index, you cannot delete this page because this is now set up as a home page. In case you would like to delete this page, you can choose another page as a home page. For example, I want to select the page 3 to be my home page. Okay, and now this is the index page. The page 3 is now the index page, so I can delete this page now. Okay, So this is how you delete. In case you're talking about deleting a site, you can go into GroovePages and delete a site from here. So in case you don't want a site anymore, you can just click over here, these three dots, and delete. This will delete the complete site, so all the pages, all the things that you did, if you don't want that anymore. Okay, thank you, Lemon. You're welcome. Is there a tutorial for printing t-shirts? You don't necessarily have to print t-shirts. There are suppliers that do this. The ones that we recommend are either Slingly or Printful. There's also Printscape that are built in, and those are available in GrooveKart. In case you would like, you can have a look at so in the tutorial we did over here. In case you come on to the to our YouTube channel, you can have a look at GrooveKart print on demand. Okay, there are trainings which are done by the team and also by others on that, basically print on demand. There is one from Rob over here. There is Barbara created with this is an older version of GrooveKart. There are other videos by me, for example, intro to GrooveKart. So in case you would like to learn how to do certain things with GrooveKart, you can have a look at that as well. Yeah, just use the search functionality. In case you would like to learn something, use the search functionality. Get into YouTube, get into our community on Facebook, get into, like, there is also groovevideosearch.com. In case you go to Groove Video Search and you type in print on demand or printing t-shirts or something like that, then it will find all of our videos and it will find that exact keyword where we talked about that topic, so that you can just simply click on it and then start watching the video. There's a question from Michelle. In GrooveMember, is there an undo button? Not at this moment. How do you remove things that you did wrongly? Delete them manually? Yes, you can delete them manually. There is no undo button. We are going to be adding on an undo button to GrooveMember and to GrooveBlog, and we have already those planned, but at this moment there are more pressing issues with infrastructure updates and things like that. Okay, I'm so late. I will ask my question next time. Leonard, don't worry. We are still here for half an hour or so. Yeah, so we have time. Feel free to ask any questions that you are interested in. I want to delete the home page only. Yeah, so you can just switch to another page. So switch another page to be as a home page and delete the home page there. Okay, you're a savior, man. My pleasure. Okie doke. Any other questions? At this moment, I believe I covered all. Let me just go back in time. Okay. Yeah, I believe I answered most of them. So, yeah, feel free to ask any questions. We are here for some time still. Hopefully, while you are all watching me, hopefully you are aware of the email that went out, and I will just open it here on my end. There was an email sent out by our team, which is talking about the new affiliate contest. I just wanted to show you this one because this is something that you need to know about. So let me just open it here. So this is Groove, the last Groove email that went out, which looks like this. Here we talk about the new affiliate contest, which are going to be starting from March 10th, between March 10th and March 17th. Okay, so if you don't know about it, make sure you open your email and have a look. Once you're here, have a look at the video from Mike. He is talking about, and during the video he added on I believe 15 extra bonuses. So it is like he said, we are going to have 10 bonuses or 10 prizes. 25 prizes. It's actually we are actually planning to give away $500,000 as affiliate bonuses. We're going to be running a live webinar, and we want to convert those people that signed up for Groove, either didn't upgrade yet or upgraded but didn't use it, didn't use the platform yet. So we want to showcase what Groove stands for, what Groove does, and why is Groove. We are also going to be talking about the future of Groove and things like that, just to make people excited for what really is happening right now. And I'm super excited. This is going to be a live webinar. We're going to be having a live webinar on the 10th, and we are going to be starting with the promotions. Yeah, so get ready. Launch starts at 23:59:59 on the 4th, on Thursday. This is in Eastern Standard Time. So you are going to be starting this promotion, or actually it started, I believe, already. Yeah, so the promotion is already up, as you can see here. Have a look at your links. There is a specific link for the live webinar, so you can promote that one as well. Make sure you get your link. Make sure you watch the video and get in this content. We want to give you money, and that's what this contest is about. We want to give you money. We want you to start talking to your people that you brought into Groove. You can make extra commissions on top of that. You can also get some prizes for winning the contest, and it's just a win-win for everybody. And we want to activate those people that are not as active as we would like them to be when using the Groove platform. Okay, so there's a question here from Jay. Great opportunity. How to get max sales for GrooveFunnels as affiliate and earn great commissions? I said already. So using chatbots, that's how I would do it. Look into. My suggestion is, Jay, have a look at on YouTube. Type in Travis Stevenson. Travis Stevenson Chatmatic. He created a full Groove special, which is, I believe, 5-day challenge. Yeah, it says here 5-day challenge. So let's just type in Groove. He created literally a course which starts day 1, day 2, day 3. Here we go. Or is it Groove special day 4, day 2? This is the first one. 5-day challenge, Groove affiliate special. So you look at this one, day 2, day 3, day 4, and there's somewhere the day 5, which I just not showing up immediately. But once you go to this, you know how to use a chatbot software. You know how to promote Groove. He actually gives you the template to promote Groove. You know how to run traffic, paid traffic. You know how to actually set up everything. You know how to get those people to a mailing list so that you can also email them. So there's literally no excuse in anything. Anybody that is watching this right now, I highly suggest you watch into this. Get your affiliate link for this contest. Get on YouTube. Click on this video. It is a 2-hour video from Travis. Get your free Chatmatic account. Just go into chatmatic.com, or I believe it's app.chatmatic.com/login. This app.chatmatic.com/login, and you just log in with your Facebook account. Okay. Once you do this, I'm going to share this link now for everybody. This is going to get your free Chatmatic account. You can have 250 subscribers. After that, you can go on and buy them. By the time you have already 250 subscribers, I believe you already sold a couple of or got a lot of signups on there. So it's super, super easy to set up a Chatmatic chatbot, and with Travis basically literally holding you hand and hugging you and bringing you along, gives you a template and everything. There is no way, there is no excuse. Literally, he shows you how to set up the chatbots. He shows you how to set up the marketing campaigns and how to promote it on Facebook, what to say, what not to say, and it's like it's really, really good. So this is my suggestion. Travis Stevenson Groove. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Bam. You're done. You are winning the contest. Hopefully. knock on wood. So yeah, that's my suggestion. Look at this, look at that email, have a look at the video about this contest. Get excited, because you should be, because this is a great opportunity in case you are just starting out. Now is your time to get started. In case you were waiting for a hallelujah moment, this is your hallelujah moment. Get on this challenge, and just, like, we want to give you money. Open your wallet, start doing the contest, let us give you the money. Okay, doke. So let me just have a look. There were a couple of questions that came in. Paulo saying, as GrooveFunnel member, I received my Slingly login after a few weeks. Can't access anymore to Slingly. Try to contact them, but no reply. I don't really know what is that about. Slingly.com. Okay, doke. Login. I'm just doing it right now over here. So app.slingly.com/login. Let's just try to log in. And I got a free account as well when there was this promotion, and I got in, so I don't see what could be the issue. There is no problems with the system. I believe there was maybe something with your access, but as you can see, I just logged in without any issues. So app.slingly.com/login. See if you can click the forget password or something like that, just to restart your account. But at this moment, I'm not quite sure how I would be able to help you. Try to reach out to them on their Facebook group or something like that. Try to ask them for help. Mention that you reached out to support, but it seems that the ticket has been lost or something like that, and ask them how they could assist you. When I completely rebuild my memberships, how do I remove the member to how do I move the member to the new site? Reach out to support. They can actually do that in the database. You cannot do that, I believe, with the front end menu on there. So reach out to the support guys. I believe Raghu. Oh yeah, I believe Raghu was helping you. If you talk with Raghu, he can assist you on that. Drew, in GroovePages, if we don't adjust the size of a large image from our gallery, then does the Groove system scale the image dynamically to the user? Is there a lot of wasted bandwidth? So if you don't adjust it, we convert the images to WebP, but we don't actually scale it down. So in case you upload an image that is 4,000 something pixels by 4,000 something pixels, we're not going to scale it down. That's not something that our system does. What we do is actually serve it in a more reasonable format. So if you uploaded a PNG image and the image type WebP, which is a web picture, it's a file type specifically created for images online, we are going to serve that image instead. But my suggestion is just to use image compression and size it down to the version that you want to use. There is nothing that we do automatically on that part. I'm familiar with some WordPress plugins that do that. Once we have our SDK, which is going to allow those providers, those people that created those WordPress plugins, those people will be able to create plugins for Groove as well. It will be great, but at this moment there is no inbuilt system for that in our ecosystem. When was the email about the contest sent? It was just today, like a couple of hours ago. If you go to GrooveJV, though, you can just have a look at the same site, groovejv.com. How can I find that calendar of Groove events? This, what I was showing right now, it was groovejv.com. So this is about the promotion. If you go to groovejv.com, you can see that that calendar about the webinars and things like that. But that's just only for this promotion. We don't have like a public calendar for everything out there. How to move members that have already paid or got free access from an old buggy membership to improve membership area. Again, the same thing, Leonard. Just contact the support team. They can assist you with that. Thanks for all your efforts. Quick question: when will the one-time platinum price increase? this is something that I don't have a date for. Unfortunately, this is not something that we talk about in the company. I believe the founders and that the people that are doing the promotion, are working on this promotion, they have a date in mind, but I don't. I don't know the date, unfortunately. But consider it that it is getting increased um, after this launch, I believe, or even during the launch. I really wouldn't be able to tell you anything on that. Thank you for all you do. I have grown and learned so much. You have a way of getting people to conquer things that hold them back. In the past year, I made much improvements, and that's congratulations. That's about to get even better with the systems that we are creating. That once you understand how things fit together in this digital marketing world, what I try to actually convey in the whole imperfect action challenge, how a website which is like buttons and images and colors and text on the page can connect to a sales system, that connects to a membership area, that connects to Groove video hosting, that connects to different things that just work together as a whole like ecosystem. The more you know about those types of things, the more options you have in life. One day you'll just you'll just wake up and you'll say, okay, I have an idea, I want to sell wooden or like shoes made out of wood. Okay, so that you can actually realize that idea very quickly because you have the tools, you have the system in your head, you know what comes first, what comes next, what comes after that. So once you understand this, it's just like you can come up with any product in the world and you can sell any product in the world. There's no limit. And this is what these big marketers do. They have so good in direct marketing knowledge that they can sell anything. They can sell sand in the Sahara Desert if they wanted to, because they they know the systems and how it works, and they tie it together, and it's just a flow of money constant, and it's helping people. Like, not everybody sells things that help people, but most of the things help sell things because it solves a problem, and it offers a solution, and it's just this is how we create a better world. Uh, you should see my future plan books. Awesome. This is very important. You should have a big notebook with plans for yourself, like health, relationships, with everything like that. You have business goals, what you want to create, how you want to improve, what you want to learn, and things like that. It's very important to have goals, and now slowly and slowly you can get on the point where you're just adding on. You find out all the base knowledge that you need, and you're just adding on top of that. So it's just the best place to be there. I sold sleep, people would come and buy a bed. There you go. Awesome. Now you can implement these ideas to sell things online, which is limitless. Everybody is online now. There's, okay, like those people that don't have internet connection or electricity in some parts of the world, or some people are living in these isolated islands that don't even know about modern technologies except fire. So those people, of course not, but the rest of the modern world, everybody uses internet, and you can touch them like this with a couple of clicks. And with a system like Groove, is just going to get easier and easier. So I don't know, that's just, I like when you see the opportunities that just the software creates in the world, is just amazing. Hi, David Lemon. I hope the developers can help me fix the bug as soon as possible regarding the files on GrooveMember giving error format. Michelle, look at this. Okay, so I will share something with you that you can do immediately. You don't have to wait on anybody. Like, do this, okay? So you go into Google, log in with your account, and open Google Drive. Okay, where is Drive? Over here. You click on Google Drive. This is going to load in my account. Let's just go into this one. And here, let's just say that I want to upload one of my files, which is a PDF. Okay, so here is a PDF, and I want to upload it. I just drag it out in my Google Drive. Okay, now it's uploaded, and I click on it. So this is my file over here. I want to now take this file link, okay, share, change link to anyone with the link. Okay, so anyone with the link can access it, and then copy this link. You can already use this link if you have a PDF, if you want people to just preview it. So you can just do that. You can just take this link and connect it with your button as a URL. So that's the first thing. You can do the next step as well. You can just type into Google direct download Google Drive. Okay. Google Drive direct link generator. Okay, so this is a WordPress plugin. Let me just see. There are, here we go. Here we go. gdirect.link. You paste in this link here. You click get link download, and you got your link. You copy this link, and if you open it, this is now a direct link, which is immediately starting to download the file. So try to use this one. Okay, try to open your Google Drive, upload your PDF that you're trying to do, trying to give away, and take that file link and just connect it with your button. You don't have to use GrooveMember file hosting for that. There's no need to wait for anything. Like if you're telling yourself, I cannot launch because that one button is not working because it gives me an error. That's just, I believe, an excuse. There are different ways to do anything. You can use Google Drive, which you have, I believe, 15 gigabytes or so, even on a free account. You can do this with other platforms. You can use Dropbox if you would like. There is probably a Dropbox direct link generator. So do this. Upload your file, use gdirect.link, and then create a direct link for your file, and you're good to go. Like it's so easy. There's no waiting. Don't have to wait. If that is the only issue, there are solutions out there. Let's just see. This industry gives me goosebumps. The more I learn and share, the better I feel and have the strength to move forward. Absolutely, yeah. So you create a product that helps others. Others tell you how you change their lives. What will you do with your life then? You will stop and just like shower in those happiness from others. No, you will just go and create another product because it makes you feel better that others are feeling better. And that's just how reciprocity works. Like it's karma. You give, you are good to others, they will be good to you as well. They will buy your other trainings and courses and things like that. Like, for example, I don't want to say anything about anybody, but Tony Robbins has probably a lot of knowledge about business and personal development and things like that. But I don't think he comes up with new stuff every time. He just sells the same thing again and again, wrapped in a different package. And that you can do as well. And it helps people, and people that buy those products, they are happy and they make you feel happy, and you make them feel happy, and everybody's happy, and it's just a happy world. So yeah, it's great. It's great. There are roadblocks sometimes about technology. There are roadblocks about payment gateways. There are roadblocks about systems not working as they should. But every problem has a solution out there. You just need to find it. So yeah, that's about that. Any other question? We have 15 more minutes. I will need to wrap this up in 15 minutes because we are deciding the future of the publishing in Groove, and I would want to be there because I'm one of the people that report things that are working and not working from the company, from the community, sorry. So if there are any questions I could assist you with, I would be happy to help. Let's see. I don't see any other questions. Cool. There are no questions also on this post in the Facebook community. So yeah, I believe I can wrap this up today. We did an hour and a half of answering questions. I just arrived. Somebody just arrived. I'm just thinking about, okay, David, you started early today. How can I know when you're presenting? Do you have a public calendar? Drew, yeah, I started early today because there is there's a last minute meeting that I want to be there. This is about the future on how publishing and the custom domains will work in the company. We are making some changes and we're making some improvements, and I want to just bring the feedback from the community to the founders and the developers. So I had to start early and like 45 minutes earlier so that I can still do an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes for this. Usually I always start at 6 p.m. Central European time, which is my time zone, or converted to an American time zone. In Eastern Standard Time, it is 12 p.m. noon. This is usually when I start on Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm going to be doing these Q&A sessions. But at this moment, I just wanted to wrap it up a little bit earlier because of this meeting in here. Mike here, no questions today, just saying hi and thank you. My pleasure, Michael. It's good to have you here. Yeah, so at this moment, I am thinking about wrapping things up, and I do apologize for the things started earlier. There's a question from Sarah. I'm going to answer this one. Is there any way we can make our domains hosted on Groove secure manually? That's what we are talking about today. Yeah. So we have the systems in place. They need to be tweaked a little bit, but we are also thinking about improving it and adding on new stuff on there. So there's a lot of interesting things happening. Lifetime member can use GrooveFunnels CM. Yes. Yeah, if you have a free account or a paid account, you're both lifetime members. At this moment, we don't offer monthly paid plans yet. Will be soon, but yes, you have a lifetime member and you can use GrooveFunnels CM, right? We don't have the GrooveFunnels CM system. Like, that's a project where we'll have one website which will talk about all the other different apps that we have, and each and every one of these apps will have its own landing page which explains the features and benefits and everything like that. If you haven't yet, I highly suggest you to watch the State of the Groovion. Let's just go onto the Groove page on here on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, watch the State of the Groovion 2021. This is a video about 3 hours long, but if you want to know what's happening in the company, what is coming in the future, I highly suggest you visit it, because Mike is sharing his mind map, which looks like this. And he goes through everything, explains you each and everything in detail. And the first thing on there is Groove CM, and basically the big idea of the project that is being worked on right now. Where I can see live schedule, I always miss the live Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 p.m. Central European time, or if we convert it to an Eastern Standard Time, it is 12 p.m. noon every Tuesday and Friday. I'm going to be scheduling those sessions every week, a couple of days early. But just to make sure you don't miss it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, and if you would like, you can also make me as a favorite on Facebook. If you click on my name, just click add as favorite, then that will make sure that whenever I post something, either an announcement or scheduling a live stream or something like that, then you will be notified of that. But yeah, that's about it. In case you do have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to ask in the Facebook community. Most of the times I approve the posts and I immediately answer them. Sometimes I approve the post and it just leaves. When by the time I come to the Facebook post, like, the post just disappear because there's so much engagement in there. So feel free to tag me whenever you have a question that you think I would be able to answer, but just ask questions or just use the search functionality. And if you don't find the answers to those questions, then just feel free to ask them. That's a community. We are there to assist you, not only me, but the other members as well. And we have a great community. I believe one of the best communities in the world right now. There's nobody more engaged than the Groovesters in our community. So I feel very blessed with all of you guys. So yeah, that's about it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you got your answers that you were waiting for. We are going to be doing another session. I'm going to tell you right now. Join us on Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, or it is 6 p.m. Central European Time. Tuesday, which is, let me just tell you immediately what day it is, 9th of March, Tuesday. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed, and then see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.